Super cool radio.
Hey everyone, before we jump into the show, I want to tell you about our merch store on Threadless. Shop a wide variety of logos with multiple colors and sizes available for each design. Your support is greatly appreciated and helps us continue to make killer content like this episode. Please visit supercoolradio.threadless.com or the link in the description to shop now. Hello everyone. I am Matthew Thomas. This is Super Cool Radio coming at you from probably the most beautiful place I have ever done an interview. We're here in Hobart, Indiana, with a lovely backdrop. My guests this time should remember them from our live Motoblot coverage. They are a really killer rock and roll burlesque troupe from Chicago. Please welcome the Vaudettes. Woo! Very nice to have you guys. Very nice to hang out with you guys. And real quick, like we did last time, if everyone can introduce themselves real quick.
For sure. Hi, I'm Amy Binder. I run the Vaudettes.
I am Nixon. I am Yana Evel. I am Nicole Amber.
I'm Ash Money.
And I'm Honey Do Ya.
Very good. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with me. Always a good time seeing you guys. I'm very excited. First time here in Hobart, Indiana, and I get to see you guys, so it should be an awesome time. Now, before I got some cool things to talk about. Before we do get to all of that, you guys were here back, I want to say in about April.
Yep, we were back in April with Freak on a Leash. We did a collab with them and a couple other bands.
So how was that, and what am I in store for tonight?
I would, for me personally, and I've told this to the Vaudy crew, that our show, when we were here on April 30th, I felt like it changed the trajectory of our operations. It was a full-on rock show between our two 30-minute VOD sets and then collabing with all of the bands. So I'm excited for what tonight has in store.
Oh, I'm definitely looking forward to seeing you guys tonight. Now, and I do got some cool things to talk about. Now, you guys do a lot of collaborations with bands. Is there any bands you want to collab with that you've not yet?
Oh, that's a really good question. What do you guys think?
I got an answer. Yeah. I was about to say, so we have been in very close proximity to the band Fozzy. You guys might have heard of them. And we have already done a collaboration with their music video, which hit 1 million views not too recently. 2 million views recently. But we would definitely like to do something live with Fozzy. And, you know, of course, rub shoulders with all of our favorite bands. You can see in our set, we feature a lot of different bands in the music we listen to. And so, of course, any one of those would be fantastic.
Yeah, that's a great point. I think in this moment, we have a couple songs from that band. And so if we ever got an opportunity to get on stage with them and do a collab, it would be wild.
Yeah, we want to shoot for the moon. Like, we want to go above and beyond. We're talking like Rob Zombie, Hailstorm. I mean, we're shooting for it. We're just going to move onward and get there because it's going to happen.
It's true. We were trying to get on stage with Rage Against the Machine when they were in Chicago. So, I mean, I don't know. Like Ashley said, we're shooting for the moon. Why not?
I think you guys at Nine Inch Nails will be awesome.
Oh. Very that. Yes. I saw them when they were in Chicago at Riot Fest, and yes, it was a spiritual moment.
It's a good way to put it. I've not seen them live yet, but everyone who I've talked to who've seen them live always say something very similar to that.
Yeah.
I guess I have to get out and see them now. So for you guys, since you did mention Fozzy, I was actually going to talk about this later on, but since we did mention, I'll talk about it now. So you guys were a part of the music video I Still Burn. How was it being part of that music video?
It was a very wild, incredible experience. It was me and Nixon and Cryptid Kid, like the fire squad. They wanted all of the flames for that video. So we packed our bags with every bell and whistle that you could set on fire.
PSA.
And I mean, Shawl tried a few things if you want to talk.
Oh, yes. We tried some new props, which went really, really well. Keep in mind, if you're going to have a fire belt on, which is basically fire around your waist, and if you're going to have fire above and below, we had like multiple fire props going on. Make sure you put your hair up. But it's all good. We have an amazing fire squad, and every single person that you see standing here is fire trained, and so we make sure safety first, in addition to melting faces.
No, but not hair though.
No hair.
No, that was a one-time situation.
Never again.
So was that a little bit of a different experience being part of a music video compared to being in front of a live crowd?
Oh yeah, a very different experience because there's so much stop and go when you're filming, you know, it's just like second to second so they get the exact moment. And when we're on stage, you know, we will go 30 to 60 minutes straight. There's no time to redo or anything, you know, you have to just make everything work as it is happening live time.
It definitely sounds like it. I'm glad everything with the TSA checked out too.
Right, we're gonna have to check all our bags.
I mean, it was probably one of the most interesting days for them, I would say. But
Oh yeah. Well, we've had a few interesting days at the airport because when we did the cruise, we had this fancy glitter that we were gonna take, and it was setting off all the bells at the airport, so we had to and then open the bag of all of our crazy props, and yes, it was a special show.
We're really hardcore. We like to carry bricks of biodegradable glitter. So hardcore.
Very rock and roll.
that definitely very rock and roll. I said, no, it's just glitter, I promise.
I swear it's glitter.
It's a bad idea. But so we did talk about the music video. We talked about live shows. As I talked about for you guys, is there any dream venues you want to perform at?
Yeah, I mean, we would like to get on the casino circuit. I think we mentioned this to you before. We really want to go on tour. We've had a lot of people all over the country asking when we would come to their states. So I really hope that is in our future, putting it in the universe. As far as locally, though, we're like shooting for the moon. You know, we're trying to get on stage at the United Center with Rob Zombie. It's like trying to get on stage with Rammstein, Soldier Field, and everything in between.
Absolutely. I feel like House of Blues in Chicago is another venue that we absolutely need to take advantage of. And I mean, but that's the thing about the Vaudettes is that we're so versatile. We can literally be on any stage. We could be on any bar, and we're going to make it an immersive, amazing show. But when we have a full empty stage to be able to do what we need to do, no one's ever ready. No one's ever ready for any show that we do. But anyway, Nicole Amber.
I think Riot Fest is something that is definitely next on our bucket list for sure. Manifesting it, so hopefully that is next for us as well.
Well, I do hope you guys get on Riot Fest or Soldier Field, United Center, wherever.
Thank you.
And go on tour, because I think it would be really awesome for you guys. I know you've done the Chris Jericho cruise, which was, as we talked about last interview, a really amazing experience for you guys. So it would be cool to see you guys on tour.
Thank you so much. I appreciate hearing that.
Of course. And I did want to talk about, since I didn't mention this in the last interview, I did want to cover it now. What is the message you guys want to tell the people about the Vaudettes?
Yeah, we are an empowered group of performers. Our message is to support one another and other people, and we stand firmly in our beliefs of sexual empowerment too, that you are allowed to be, as sexually fierce as you want to be on or off stage. And I think actually everyone can really contribute to this.
I think self-love is something that has been a huge thing that I've developed in this group as well, is being with performers who not only empower you, support you endlessly and selflessly as well, is something that you see through each individual standing here and the individuals that are a part of the troupe that aren't here today. We support each other endlessly inside and outside of the troupe, and I think that is something that can't be replicated. So I think that has built a lot of self-love for each of us as individuals as well.
Something else I feel like that what really inspired me when I first saw this group was the inclusivity that was represented. And so we welcome, if you know how to dance And if you know how to get down the way we get down, you are welcome here. Okay. And I feel like that's it. And I feel like I finally found a place where I could feel welcome and empowered. And like this group has taken me to a place of like, I don't know, I don't want to bogart the mic, but like, I'm just a different performer. I'm a different person because of these people. And we want everyone to feel as empowered as we do when we perform.
Hell yeah. Yeah. I mean, everybody pretty much said it. I just have so much fun here too. I mean, I think that's what we want to like show to the audience is like, we work hard, we work our asses off all the time, but we also have so much fun together. And we want to exude that to the audience so that they have just as good a time as off stage as we are on.
Yeah, one thing we were talking about a little earlier is that, sexual empowerment, inclusivity, and, just everybody just supporting each other. And, I hate to use this word, but like positivity. And I say that, because it is so important to be a part of something like where like you do feel like you are validated, your presence is celebrated, and your individuality, is what makes the group. And, every single person here has so much to offer. We're all so different in a way, and we all bring our special talents and abilities and aesthetics. And then together, it just makes it work so well. And, I could not be like happier to be a part of a group where we just celebrate each other and we inspire each other to be better. Like we already kind of do that with ourselves. Like we push ourselves to be better always. And then when you're around people who are trying to do the same for themselves and for you, it just makes all the difference in the world. And it's something that absolutely comes through in performance.
Yeah, all of that. And I can't top all of the beautiful things that Jana just put out. But I did want to say, like, we work really hard and we play really hard. And one thing you can expect when you come to see a Vaude show is am I allowed to cuss in this?
Yeah, go for it.
We're a fucking party. Yes. We are a fucking party. Yes. And that's the vibe that we bring on stage. We work our asses off during the week to keep it all together, because when we go on stage, I don't know where our brains go, but we just go to that place where we throw down, we rage, and we love when the audience is singing along with us, especially like we have so many classic rock bangers in there. We are just a whole party. We want to bring that partying spirit and that love and joy of what we're doing to the whole audience. So that's I love performing with that.
Well, you guys all said it very, very well put. The only thing I did want to add is you guys, you have so much confidence on stage, and I think it is very empowering. But also, it's just so cool to see you guys perform live.
Oh, thank you. We appreciate that so much. I think it's a really vulnerable what we do, and we give all of ourselves on stage. And so to have the audience appreciate what we are giving of ourselves because we love it and we enjoy it, I mean, it means the most because we leave it all out there, as you've seen.
You should come see too.
Exactly. Now, I did want to touch on one more thing, and then I'm going to wrap it up because it's starting to get cold. For you guys to perform at the caliber that you guys do, how often and how much do you rehearse each week?
We rehearse a lot. We train 7 hours a week, but that's us all together. That doesn't include the amount of time that everyone is putting in outside of our 7 hours together, because we move so quickly through so much material. It requires tons of homework that everyone that is in our company right now is willing to do on their own time, which is super special. But our training is really rooted in, I played Division I basketball, so it's really rooted in some heavy duty D1 athletic training. And they're all down for it though. This is the most badass crew I've ever worked with. And they they get off on working hard, which is the kind of people you want to, is that weird to say? I don't know. No, that's a thing. That's a thing. Hard work is it's a thing.
I think Amy hit it right on the head. It's something that can't be taught. You have to want that passion and that drive to rehearse in and outside of rehearsal. So, I mean, we typically rehearse 7 hours a week, but that doesn't include the things that we do at home or the extra rehearsals we do to feel even more prepared. Like we'll do fire rehearsals as well with each other to make sure that everyone feels safe, everyone feels comfortable. That's something that's super important to us, as well as everyone's safety and comfortability. We never do anything without giving consent first, and also like chatting about things that might be tricky or uncomfortable, or even just strategically thinking. We put a shit ton of work in, and it's not something, like I said, that can be taught. It's just with the passion and love we have for performing and performing with each other.
Yes. I would also say that our show is extremely dangerous. And everyone is trained and insured. And so in case anyone's like, oh my God, no, we're professionals. But also it just is a testament to the level of trust that we all have for each other when we're out there, because we're giving each other our body, our consent. And also like literally like my ass cheek is in your hands right now because you're about to set it on fire. And also, your ass cheek is literally in my hand. So, we do everything we got to do to be as badass as possible. And I'm honored to work with everyone. And I trust all of you guys.
And it definitely, to wrap up real quick, it definitely shows when you guys are on stage. You guys communicate very well with each other, even just nonverbal, just being where you guys have to be. And I know even before this interview, you guys are talking about fire safety and what to do if something did happen. So, you guys are very safety conscious with everything, but also put on a badass show while also being safe and trusting each other.
Thanks. Thank you. Yeah, a lot of trust is involved in an ensemble production like we put on. So, thank you for taking the time to talk about that.
Of course, I did want to hit on that. I know we didn't really talk about that too much in the last interview, so I did want to talk about it during this interview.
Yeah.
And I really appreciate it. I really appreciate hanging out with you guys again. I look forward to seeing you guys tonight as well. Last thing, so what does 2023 look like for the Vaudettes?
Well, we're excited about 2023 for sure. We're going back on the Chris Jericho Rock and Rager cruise in February. And, we hope to just do a bunch of shows. We hope to travel. I don't know when this interview is coming out, but we have a show right before Halloween on October 28th at Brauer House in Lombard. We're with Bad Motorfingers and Grunge Candy. But yes, we've also built a relationship with the Haunters. We worked with them this past June, and they have booked us again for the next big Haunters convention at Rosemont in Illinois.
Yes, in Illinois is a good way to put Rosemont because it is. But I definitely look forward to seeing what else you guys have in store for 2023, because that always sounds like only part of 2023. So I look forward to, So I definitely look forward to seeing how the rest of 2023 goes for you guys as well. Have a great time on the Chris Jericho cruise.
Thank you.
Rock and Rager at Sea. And I look forward to seeing you guys again. But I'll see you guys tonight. So
Woo!
Right.
Let's go!
So thank you guys so much for hanging out with me here on Super Cool Radio once again. And I'm going to rock out them night. You should see the Vaudettes anytime you can, because it's going to be a great time.
Follow us on Instagram at Vaudettes, Facebook. Our website is vaudettes.com. We also have a Twitter. We're easy to find if you just look.
And I'll make it even slightly more easy. I'll leave some links in the description as well.
Thank you, Matt.
No problem. For all things Vaudettes. But thank you guys so much for hanging out with me. For the Vaudettes, I'm your host as always, Matthew Thomas. Thank you so much for watching and listening to Super Cool Radio. And remember, stay frosty.
Stay body!